addition, Toyota hires many of our students after they graduate from the program. Some of our most popular research areas include cybersecurity, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence research is actually happening right now amongst many different departments at RIT, including computer science, computer engineering, human-computer interaction. So all of those departments are collaborating together to work on innovative solutions to projects. Other areas are photonics and relativity and gravitation. We're going to hear a little bit from Nicole right now about the research she's doing.
Katie, we cannot really hear her voice.
Oh no. All right, I'll skip over this then. I mean, hopefully you can read the captions there. Mashfiq, I wonder if it's possible to remove the scribble on the slide.
I'm not doing it, and I'm not sure how it's happening actually. How do I get? How can I get rid of it?
Sure, either. I think somebody's probably somehow accessing,
Yeah.
or the is maybe accidentally doing it. Let me see if I stop the share and then restart it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's better.
Okay, there we go. That'll work for now. Okay, so moving on, RIT is also very focused on innovation and entrepreneurship. We have the #1 student center in the United States for innovation and entrepreneurship. So that is a place where students who have a product they want to market or a business that they want to launch, they can use that center to get information about how to market their program and market their products. We also have faculty resources who will help students with those different projects. And so know that at RIT, whether you're focused on research or on career experience or on innovating and maybe launching your own business, regardless of whether you're in a business program or not, you have access to those resources. So that's pretty unique. In addition to our academics, we have a really vibrant campus life. We know that our students are on campus to be students first. So you'll be busy and you'll be taking a lot of classes, and that's great. But we definitely believe in work-life balance too. And so there's a lot of different things that you can get involved with. We have over 300 active student clubs and 1,300 events on campus every year. And those events include different festivals that we offer, different lectures, concerts, comedians, all who come to campus for our students. We want you to always have something to do. We also have a number of varsity sports. So if you play football or hockey or there's something else that you want to get involved in, our admissions team can always help put you in touch with one of our coaches. Even if you're not interested in playing a sport at the varsity level, which would require a lot more time commitment, we do have intramural activities. And about 30% of our students will play an intramural sport at some point during their RIT career. So here's a list of the different recreational sports that we offer, everything from cricket to racquetball, football, soccer. It is all available at the university. We also have a large focus on performing arts. So we are not, we're an institute of technology, but we are really excited about the focus that we have and our commitment to the growth of performing arts on campus. The majority of students who participate in our performing arts groups, and for reference, those are like our theater and dance or music organizations, the majority of those students are not enrolled in music programs. They're actually enrolled in STEM programs or business programs, and they just happen to have a passion for performing arts and want to continue that at some level in their university experience. So we are actually committed to growing the presence on campus. In spring 22, we will be opening a new theatrical performance center that will be a large center for students interested in theater. And then in fall of 2023, as part of a larger project that RIT just broke ground on, we will launch a black box theater and dance studio that students from all different programs can come and collaborate in on performances. Our campus is located about 15 minutes south of the city of Rochester. We're in a suburban area called Henrietta. So it's not a large city space. It's definitely a residential campus, very safe and quiet. And we have about 6,000 students who live on campus. Now, even though you are living in Henrietta, the city of Rochester is only about 15 minutes away. And we also have, within just a couple minutes of campus, a commercial area where there are shopping malls and restaurants and basically everything that you would possibly need to survive right there. But for our incoming freshman students, we require you to live on campus. Incoming graduate students can opt into on-campus housing or choose to live off campus if they prefer. On campus, we have a number of residence halls and apartments that you can choose from. And once you pay your tuition deposit to reserve your seat in our class, that's when you can apply for the housing opportunities on campus. We also offer special interest houses. So if you wanted to live with other international students or students from your program, you would be welcome to apply for those as well. The campus has 21 campus dining options. They range from full-service restaurants to cafes and bakeries where you can grab a sandwich and some coffee on the way to classes. And we provide food for all allergies, all diets. So there's something for everybody on campus. And then lastly, when you live on campus, you have access to laundry. We have a post office, a hair salon, a market, a bank. Everything that you need is right on campus. So you don't have to feel like you need a car or that you're able to travel around. Everything that you need will be right at your fingertips. We want you to be successful and not have to worry about that. I mentioned that RIT is located about 15 minutes south of the city of Rochester. Rochester is the third largest city in New York State. We are nowhere near as large as a city like New York City or LA. So it's much more affordable, but there still is a lot for you to do and a lot for you to take advantage of. And I talked before about some of the industries that are present in Rochester. There are a lot of employment options available for international students, and we're a hub of imaging and digital media innovation. We're also very much a college town. There are 23 colleges and universities total in the greater Rochester area. So you'll be able to interact with RIT students and also students from all of those other campuses who are studying in the city of Rochester. In addition to that, we have a beautiful natural area that surrounds us. Within 30 to 60 minutes of campus, we have hiking trails and huge parks where you can go and explore if you like nature. We also, right in the city, have museums and galleries, professional sports teams where you can go and watch a game, and other different festivals and things to take advantage of. So there is always something for you to do. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears now and talk about the admissions and financial aid policy. But I wanted to first give a quick update on our response to COVID-19. So we know that there is a lot of uncertainty right now in the world. It's certainly the case here in the United States as well. But we have been monitoring COVID-19. We are currently planning to open our campus for on-campus studies for the fall semester. So our first day of the fall semester is August 19th. And we are welcoming any international student who can come to campus in time and who can secure a visa to join us on campus. We definitely understand that many of the consulates and embassies remain closed at this time, and that may not be possible. Because of that, we are offering an online semester for any international student who is unable to travel to Rochester. The students who choose that option would begin their studies online for fall, and then join the on-campus program in the spring. We have over 30 years of providing online education. We've got many programs that are already offered online. So we're excited about this opportunity for international students so you don't have to delay their studies. And the courses will be very interactive. They'll be recorded. There'll be time zone sensitive classes, which will allow for students to interact with each other and with our faculty in a live setting. So we'll be scheduling those classes early so international students can join them. We will also be having students given access to remote labs, software, and technology. They'll be collaborating together on team and project-based learning. All of our students will also have access to all of the student support services that are offered to on-campus students. They'll just be in a virtual environment. So academic advising, English Language Center, international student services, these will all be available for our students to take advantage of. If you are looking at applying to an undergraduate program at RIT, there are a number of different options that you can take to join the university. The first would be to apply directly to your major, and that's if you know exactly what you want to study. So we have over 90 majors. You can apply directly to that major, and we'll review you for that. Or if you are not exactly certain of the major that you want to pursue, we have a couple different exploration options. So you could apply, for example, to an engineering exploration program that would allow you to take different courses in areas regarding engineering. So maybe a course in mechanical engineering and a course in computer engineering or biomedical engineering, so that you can determine what the best fit for you is. And those courses would be taking place during the first year of your education at RIT. After that, you would apply to the major of your choice. And as long as you're guaranteed good academic standing and you've been performing well in your courses, then you'd be eligible to transfer into the actual major. The courses that you took your first year would, of course, transfer into that major as well. And then lastly, if you are completely undecided about what you want to study, we have an exploration option for students who have interests across multiple colleges. So that gives you the maximum amount of flexibility to take classes in a number of different programs and really decide what the best customized fit for you is. Undergraduate students can apply for their first choice program, and if you're interested, you're allowed to pick a second and a third option as well. Competition does vary by major, so I always recommend that our students submit a second and third option that would be of interest to you, so that if you're not admissible to your first choice program, we can automatically consider you for the second and third choices. We are currently SAT, ACT optional, so if you have taken the SAT or ACT and done well, you're welcome to submit those scores to us, but it is not required that you take that. But we will do a holistic review of your application. For undergraduate students, we look very closely at the high school record, especially grades in courses that are related to your degree. If you have standardized tests, we will review those. But we also want to see well-rounded students who have different activities and interests and have participated in different events on campus. So if you have strong recommendations and an essay that shows your passion for the subject area, that can definitely help set your application apart. We also offer early decision plans for undergraduate students. If you know that RIT is your first choice, you're welcome to apply for an early decision. Those are binding decision deadlines, which means that if you are admitted, we expect you to accept the offer. But our regular decision deadline is January 15th, and that would allow for the maximum amount of flexibility. The benefit to applying for early decision is that you will get your RIT decision sooner, and you'll receive priority consideration for scholarship and financial aid. For students applying to master's and PhD programs, the requirements are very similar. We have an online application, so for both undergrad and graduate students, the application can be completed entirely online. We require an application fee, undergraduate transcripts and degrees, personal statement, which is usually 1 to 2 pages about your career goals, resume, and letters of recommendation. It is important that you review the individual program requirements for your degree choice. They do vary by program, so it's helpful to know coming into the program exactly what is required. Some programs may require a GRE or GMAT, and there are very few programs that require writing samples. And for game design and fine art programs, we do ask for a portfolio. International students are also required to submit an IELTS or TOEFL score. The minimum institutional score is a 79. Almost all of our master's and PhD programs review applications on a rolling basis. Some programs do have posted priority deadlines, so the link that I shared in the last slide with the program requirements, that's important to take a look at. But in general, once your application is submitted and it's complete, we will immediately review it for admission, and then the timeline to a decision is about 4 to 6 weeks. We do release the scholarship decision along with the admissions decision so that you know exactly what your financial aid award is. Both undergraduate and graduate students are automatically considered for merit scholarships and assistantships. So we award those scholarships based on a review of your entire application. Um, GPA, test scores, those are probably the most important components. But I did mention that we're looking for well-rounded students. Any research, any work experience, extracurricular activities that are related to your degree program will be taken into consideration and can definitely impact the decision as well. Typically, that scholarship would range from about 10 to 40% of the cost of tuition. There are some higher awards available as well. Okay. In summary, as you look at your different options for study, I hope that you'll keep RIT in mind. We are a university that's always creating. One example of that is our brand new Magic Center. Magic stands for Multimedia, Arts, Gaming, Interaction, and Creativity. And the Magic Studio is a place where students from computing, information sciences, from film animation, game design, they all come together to work on projects that are related to digital media and virtual reality. And it's a very collaborative, innovative environment. And that's something that we focus on. We definitely encourage our students to work together on different projects, to collaborate with students outside of their department and faculty outside of their department, to really come up with some creative solutions to problems facing the world today. And then I just wanted to mention, again, some of the things that we're doing on campus. We are always growing, always advancing, and always trying to improve our facilities. And right now, construction is underway for our brand new Global Cybersecurity Institute, which will open this fall. So that is a brand new building on campus that we're really excited about. We also opened a new residential cafeteria this summer. And with the support of one of our alums, that's Austin McCord, who's the founder of Datto, we are building a brand new library and innovative learning complex. And we just broke ground on that project. The center is planned to open in 22 or 23, and that will include the Black Box Dance Studio and Theater that I mentioned in the previous slide about the performing arts. So again, we're committed to providing the best facilities for our students, and want you to take advantage of that when you're studying at RIT. In summary, if you're taking anything away about RIT that makes us special for study, keep in mind that we are incredibly career focused. We do provide a wealth of experiential learning opportunities, and our placement rate because of that is very high. It's over 97% for graduate students and over 94% for undergraduate students. And we also have over 3,000 industry partners who are regularly hiring students for internships, co-ops, and full-time jobs. In addition to that, we are specialized. Our faculty are experts in their field, and they're bringing real-world knowledge to the classroom that our students can take advantage of. You can customize your program with research or co-ops or internships. And our innovative graduate programs allow students to take electives outside the department so that you can specialize your research and degrees based on your interest. Last but not least, we are technologically based. We're an Institute of Technology, so of course there's technology infused into every program, but our modern campus and facilities really speak for themselves and give you the tools that you need to produce the research and produce the work that will help build your resume for post-graduation results. So I want to thank you for your attention today. There's a lot going on in RIT. Again, completely understand that it's an uncertain time and it's a little bit scary for everybody, but we see in New York State a lot of improvement, and we're looking forward to welcoming our class of students back to campus for fall. And if you are planning for a future application to RIT, either for spring or for fall of 2021, you're more than welcome to reach out to me directly. I listed my email address and WhatsApp number on this slide, so you're welcome to contact me with questions at any time, and I would be happy to put you in touch with the right person or to answer your questions. So with that, I think I can turn it over to questions, if there are questions from the group. Which I don't know if it's easier for me to read through these questions myself.
Yes,
or
yes, I can go through the question. There are a lot of questions, and students are still
okay.
joining. Still, students are
That
still
sounds
joining.
good.
All right. So let me get the relevant questions for you. I'm sure there have been questions which already been answered, but still. Uh, all right. Does RIT have any degree program for animal science or relevant course?
Hmm. We don't have anything for animal science, no. We have a biology degree and we offer biomedical sciences, but nothing like zoology or specific to animal sciences. If a student was interested in veterinary school, we do offer a pre-veterinary program where you can take all the courses that would be required to eventually apply to veterinary school.
All right. Thank you. One of the question was, how is this experiential learning?
So the experiential learning means that it's education or activities that students participate in outside of the classroom that are relevant to the degree program, but really give some kind of diverse experience and allow students to apply what they're learning in the classroom in tangible projects. So that could be, for example, the co-op program that I talked about, where students
Yeah.
who are undergraduate students are required to complete a co-op, which would give them work experience. Or it could be research in their field. It could be a study abroad opportunity or a working position, anything that helps students build their resume. And I think experiential learning is hands-on. So students aren't just sitting in the classroom listening to lectures, they're actually out in the community working on projects.
Wonderful. So what are the grad programs I believe you have already covered? So that's fine. Next question is, does RIT have any degree program? Acha, you already asked. Can I enroll undergrad in computer science class after completing BTech level 5 in computing and system development? I think it's very specific syllabus question from Bangladesh. Do you have any idea about it, Katie?
Um, so I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with the BTech level 5, but I mean, as long as a student has a high
Right.
school, they can apply for undergraduate programs in computer science. What we would be looking for are background in calculus, physics, or chemistry.
Okay.
So students had to take in math and also some science courses to be
And
eligible.
also, Sohel asked this question. I'm sure Katie will share her email address at the end. You can always email her for more specific answer to this question.
Definitely, absolutely.
I have arts background. Is it possible for you to study with technology subject? And do you provide scholarship?
So that I think that question would depend on whether the student's applying for an undergraduate or graduate program. You can definitely join a technical program with a background in arts, but you would be required to have some prerequisite courses in math and sciences. If you don't have those classes, you could definitely take them and then apply. Or if you've taken those classes alongside the arts education, then you could immediately apply. We do provide scholarships and we automatically consider all of our students for those scholarships. Generally, it's about 10 to 40% of the cost of tuition.
All right. So the next question is, could you please mention the IELTS requirement to get admission for the master's program?
Sure. It is a 6.5 overall IELTS score with no subscore below a 6.0.
Is there any program for political science background?
Yes, for undergraduate students, we do have a political science program. We don't have a master's in political science.
Any program on business studies or international relation at RIT?
Yes, we have a college of business that has international marketing and international business concentrations within it. So for students who want to pursue a master's of business administration or MBA, that's definitely a concentration that's available and definitely available at the undergraduate level too. So for bachelor students, there's a required global component of the business program where students can study abroad and get that global experience in international relations.
Wonderful. So there are very specific questions. I mean, is there any mechanical engineering master's program? If any, what are the requirements?
Yes, we have a master's of mechanical engineering. The requirements are the same that I shared. I'll actually put them up on the screen really quickly. They are GRE is required, so we're looking for at least a 300 on the GRE, a 6.5 on the IELTS, and then the standard requirements that are listed here. So transcripts, personal statement, a resume, and 2 letters of recommendation.
What? So there is a student who joined bit late. So he'd like to know that is there any software engineering program and any scholarship for transfer student?
Yes, we do accept transfer students, and we have software engineering at the undergrad and graduate level. So if a student's interested in applying, they can apply directly to the program. We'll review the previous credits for transfer eligibility, and then also review for scholarships at the same time.
Very good. Do you have a marine science program, marine science?
Which one?
Marine science?
I'm not catching it. Material
Marine
science.
science.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't hearing properly. No, we don't. We do not have a marine science program.
Do you accept Duolingo for master's program?
We are right now for fall 2020. I don't know if that will be the case in spring. You can email me and I can double check for you, but we've been accepting it now for fall 2020, but just because of the COVID pandemic situation.
Right. Do you have PhD for civil engineering?
We have a PhD in engineering, so it's a general engineering degree, but it could be focused on civil engineering.
All right. More questions. So, any undergrad medicine or pharmacy program?
We have a pre-med program for undergraduate students, but no pharmacy school.
Right. All right. What are the requirements for masters in business administration and international relations?
The GRE or GMAT would be required. Either one is acceptable. We do prefer the GMAT. We would be looking for a 550 minimum score or a GRE of 305. Also an IELTS of 7.0 or a TOEFL of 88.
Right. The student has MSED in Instructional Technology from NIU, which is a private university here. No, I think it's NIU. Does he need to take GRE to apply at cybersecurity or robotics?
Yes, we would still require the GRE for admission to those programs.
Right. So one of the questions asking, may I know about the IB curriculum advantage?
IB credits can be actually used for transfer credit to the university. If you have a 5 or above on your exams, we would evaluate that at the time of admission. Also, we do see a lot of students from IB programs. It's a wonderful education background. So just because we're familiar with that, that can help with the admissions process.
Right. Would you say there is something about Fulbright stipend? Have any opportunity to get Fulbright stipend at RIT? I mean, I think the student is meaning full funding.
Yes, we do work with the Fulbright program, and we have a number of Fulbright students who study on campus.
Very good. What is the IELTS requirement for master's program in accounting?
A 7.0 overall.
Right. How many opportunity on campus job for MS student?
Oh, that's a good question. We have over 9,000 on-campus jobs. So for students who are looking to work part-time, there are more positions available than we have students who want to work them. So the positions vary from positions in the library or gym to office jobs and dining services, but there are always positions available. And international students can work up to 20 hours a week during the semester.
Right. Katie, this is a request from me. A lot of students join later, and I think one of the highlighted thing in your whole PowerPoint was the OPED from your institution. Can you just give a small explanation about the thing again so that everyone understand what they miss?
The co-op program?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Sure. So the RIT has one of the oldest and largest cooperative education programs in the United States. Basically, what that does is the co-op is an intensive form of internship. The undergraduate students at RIT who are in STEM programs are required to complete co-op. It is optional for master's students, but basically it is a full-time work position that you would take during your program. It's a form of curricular practical training. And when you're on co-op, you work full time. So you work 40 hours a week, and you also earn a full time salary. So the students in the program have the capacity to earn quite a bit of additional income. And you also get really great work experience that helps build resumes. About 60% of our students who complete a co-op placement are offered a job by one of the companies that they intern in co-op for. So that's something that really sets RIT apart.
Amazing. So, does these things happen in the breakup session, or this is usually done in the main study session?
During the main study. So throughout for undergraduate students, the co-op would turn the program into a 5-year program, and for master students, usually the co-op's completed during the summer or the first semester of the second year.
Right. Very good. So the students who missed about the student op program, please go to their website again so that you can learn more about it. Not all the institutions in the US have this facility, and it's amazing because when you are studying, you can enjoy this facility, you can earn some extra money, and it's all within your study program, and it will give you credit. So please go through this program for more details. Uh, there are more question. Is RIT accepting Duolingo? Duolingo score has been already বলেছে কেটি যে এই সময় ডুওলিঙ্গো নিচ্ছে ফল 2020 এর জন্য। নেক্সটে কি হবে এটা এখনো শিওর না। সো আপনারা যারা নেক্সট অ্যাপ্লাই করবেন তারা নেক্সট রিকোয়ারমেন্টটা ফলো করবেন। কিন্তু দিস ফর ফল 2020 you can apply with Duolingo.
Right.
Okay. So I'm 35 years old. Will I be able to be admitted regular MBA program?
Yes, absolutely. We don't have any age restrictions, and we do have a number of non-traditional older students who will join our graduate programs. So that's absolutely fine.
Is it possible to get admitted via IELTS in biomedical science graduate program?
Is it possible to get admitted without an IELTS?
With IELTS.
Oh, via IELTS in biomedical. Yes, you can apply, but we don't have a biomedical sciences.
Exactly, that was I was thinking.
Got it. So what I did was I shared our program list. So if anybody has questions about which programs we offer and what the requirements are for those programs, they are on that website. But the program we offer that would be most closely related to biomedical sciences at the master's level would be bioinformatics.
Right. Zamia Sultanas, do you have chartered accountant program? No, I do not think they have chartered account program, right, Katie?
You're right. We do not.
Yeah. So I think we have covered most of the question. There are a lot of question like department wise, like I have a 6 in IELTS. Can I join MBA program? I mean,
so we do offer some conditional admit options where students can apply if their IELTS or IELTS or TOEFL score is lower than our requirement, but that usually requires students to take an English language course or two before they begin the academic coursework. But we have an English language center on campus where students can take those classes.
Right.
Hello.
So thank you so much, Katie. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to tell all the students who attended today, there will be a very interesting session on Monday also. We'll be chatting with, like we are chatting today with Katie, an university rep who also visited Bangladesh, and she loved being here. So that's why she happily accepted today's session. There will be US university student, Bangladeshi student who's studying in the US and now in the US. She'll be talking about how she's dealing with the situation, how she's preparing for her master's program. She did bachelor. So please join to listen from her. We'll have that session on Monday at 3 p.m. Let me see. I think we still have few questions. Is MS in accounting program contains experiential learning?
Yes, there is the opportunity to complete an internship or a co-op in that program.
If the academic result is not that impressive, but the IELTS score is very good, can I apply for MBA?
Definitely. So we do a holistic review. So we look at test scores and GPA, letters of recommendation. We'll take all of that into consideration. Test scores that are strong can definitely help offset a poor academic result, but it wouldn't completely make up for it. So we would take everything into consideration. I would still encourage you to apply.
Wonderful. So what is the best way to get full free studentship? I think that's the last question we'll attend. I mean, I think he is asking about the full funding. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any full scholarship programs. We do have the merit scholarship, which can cover up to 40% of the cost of tuition, but that would be the highest award for students who are really academically qualified.
Wonderful. So, Katie, you have share your email address. However, the blue ink can be a bit difficult to read.
Let me type it here.
Yeah, can you just write it, or can you just tell the email address?
Yes, so it is kmbges@rit.edu, and I just shared it via the chat
Yeah.
too.
So the students who are we're asking about specific question about department and scholarship, please have her email from here so that you can reach out to her later on if you still want to know something or just want to go through the thing, and she can forward your email to specific field or specific department, or she can address to yourself. All right, Katie, thank you so much again for joining today. I know it's very early in the morning, and thanks all of the students for joining. Any last words, Katie? Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, and please stay safe and healthy.
Wonderful. All right. Yes, they have computer science and graphic designing program for undergrad. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Good night. See you on Monday, everyone.
Good
Thank you
night.
so much
Thanks so much,
for
Pete.
joining the
Bye
session.
bye.
Bye.